I'm providing my own back. Oh, this is John Hauser. My YouTube channel is free advice from the grumpy old toad. 76 years of experience. I want to talk to you about some things that I still do in retirement. I recently made a video about exercising on my elliptical machine. No, that was the exercise bike. I'm on the elliptical machine right now. So some of the things that I still do in retirement. I still cut my own grass. I have two lawnmowers. I have a riding lawnmower and I have a push mower. And recently I changed the oil and the air filters in both of those mowers. So I not only cut my own grass, but I currently do my own lawnmower maintenance. That includes changing the oil, changing the spark plug, changing the air filter, and on my riding lawnmower, last year I changed the blades. Changing the blades on the riding lawnmower turned out to be a little bit more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. But I changed the blades. So some of the other things that I still do in retirement is I still clean my own cars. I have some friends that have subscriptions to the local car wash, and they go down there and they get their cars, you know, they pay $35 a month or $50 a month, and they get their cars washed and vacuumed. I still do it myself. I'm kind of funny about it. Anytime I take my car to one of those places, they don't seem to get it clean enough. So I have a vacuum cleaner in my garage. I have an Electrolux vacuum cleaner. I have an Electrolux vacuum cleaner that's older than my children. But I still use that old vacuum cleaner to clean out the cars. And I have all the car cleaning equipment, plus I have a garage that has air conditioning, heat and air conditioning in my garage. And my garage also has carpet in it. I know it's unusual for a garage to have carpet, but mine does. So I can just pull my car into the garage, vacuum it out, wipe it down. I even do hand washes in the garage. I have a technique where I can hand wash my car in the garage with very little water. It works very efficiently, and I shine them up. In a second, I'll take you out there and show you. I waxed one of my cars yesterday, shined it all up, and I used that quick detailer that's got the graphene in it. Shined it all up because we drove it to a fellowship, a function last night. It came out pretty good. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Some of the other things that I do in retirement. I read a lot of books. I've got one right now over there on my desk by John C. Maxwell on communication. I read books. I still listen to motivational CDs. CD, I know a lot of people are going to watch this. They're going to say, what's a CD? Motivational CDs. You can actually find this on YouTube. It's called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. If you've watched any of my videos, you've heard me talk about it before. It's all about how you think. And that's one of the things that I still do in retirement is I think. I get up each day and I sit down and I try and write out 3 to 5 pages per day of what I'm thinking about. And I did that this morning. That's why this YouTube is such a blessing to me, because I not only can write down what I'm thinking, but now I can record and video what I'm thinking. And by the way, this is just a home exercise elliptical machine. It says I'm going at 9.2 miles per hour. I must be like I'm like the bionic senior citizen. Let's see, what else do I do in retirement? Budget planning. My wife and I each month will sit down and we'll do budget planning for that month. We already know what our income is. We're living on retirement income, which just goes to prove you can actually live on Social Security if you're smart about it. And when I say smart about it, I'm saying live on a budget, live within that budget, and be careful about buying things on an impulse. So We do budget planning every month. That's one of the things we still do. We're still able, even though we're 75 going on 76, we're still able to take care of our own bills and our own business. I still drive. I got me a little Mustang, and I still love to drive. Drove that thing last night when we went to our social event. Got into a couple of them long curves. Nothing like accelerating that little car when you're going into a curve. My wife doesn't like it. Drove with the top down. Put the top down. It's a convertible. But on the way home, we had to drive with the top up because it started raining. I don't drive at night as much as I used to because my night vision is not as good as it once was. So I try and keep it to daytime driving. If I do have to go somewhere at night, I like to keep them short trips. If we take a trip, I'd rather start early in the morning and drive through the daytime rather than drive into the dark. By the way, taking trips is some of the things that we still do as senior citizens. We just got back from Texas. A couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, we stayed out there in Texas in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Our oldest daughter lives out there. Went out there and stayed with her for, I think it was, we were there a total of about 10 nights, I believe, and just had a great time. Our oldest daughter's got a nice house. It's got like 2,400 square feet on one level, so that's perfect for senior citizens. But we like to travel. We're going to take a trip to Florida. Take a trip to Florida sometime in April to visit some friends that we have. Old friends. All of our friends are old. Although that's not true. We have a lot of friends that are younger. And that's one of the things that I think senior citizens should consider doing is make friends with younger people. So here we are now. At this age, 75, almost 76, I have friends that are 10 years younger. We have friends that are in their mid-60s. And then we have friends that are in their 50s, 20 years younger. And my wife has a close friend named Holly, who's a pastor's wife, pastors a church in Enfield. And Holly is just in her mid-30s. But my wife and Holly are great friends, and they spend a fair amount of time together each month. So we have friends in a wide age range. So that's one of the things that we do in retirement. We just keep on doing stuff. We have tried to simplify our life. Now, if it's a small project around the house, something that needs to be repaired, if I can do it, I'll do it. If it requires a technician, I'll call a technician. Our furnace recently broke down, and that's beyond my capability, so we called a technician. But if it's a matter of paint touch-up or doing some caulking or something like that, a small repair, I can handle that. Now, cars. I love cars. We have 3 of them. And I personally know some very good mechanics. There are some minor things that I will do myself. But if it comes to something technical, I will take it to a really good mechanic. And I highly recommend that you get to know a good mechanic. And when I say good mechanic, you generally want to find somebody that is past the age of 50 and they've been working on cars for 20 or 25 or 30 years. They were working on cars a long time. And I have a friend that worked on Toyotas for 40 years. 40 years. When it comes to working on the Toyota or the Lexus, that's where those 2 cars go because he knows what he's doing. On my Mustang, I've got a friend who, same thing, he's been a mechanic. I've got a friend who's been a mechanic probably for nearly 40 years, and he understands those type of cars. So I take the Mustang to him. Again, minor things I can do. But if it becomes real technical, I have limited tools, limited knowledge, I'll take it to him. Those are some of the things that we do in our retirement. Now, early on in our retiring, we did do some estate planning. We already made arrangements for the funerals. We have a will. We've done all of that stuff. So some things that we do in retirement is I exercise. We take walks. We do a budget. We do financial planning. We take trips. And we spend a lot of good quality time together. My wife and I have been married for a long time. A long time. And we still enjoy spending good quality time together. This afternoon, we're going to go to an outdoor theater to see some kind of an outdoor program that has to do with Easter. It ought to be fun. These are some things we do in retirement. In the comments below, give me a list of some of the things that you do in retirement, and I'll be glad to discuss them with you. And if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me a question. I'm wide open for questions. And like and subscribe. I'm still working on this YouTube channel. I just started January 1 of this year. I love to talk. This gives me a great outlet. And I'm determined I want to stick with this a while. I of the belief if you're going to try something new, you should give it at least a year before you decide to give it up. And of course, I'm retired, so I can do a lot of things part-time, and I can do a lot of things. I can do a lot of things as a hobby, and exercise is one of my hobbies. Making YouTube video is a hobby. Yard work, I did a lot of yard work the last couple of days. The first time each year that I do yard work is always the hardest because the grass has gotten tall, and you know, you got to get out there and fight the weeds, and then you have to fight the insects. So here we are out here in my garage. My little Mustang here. My little Mustang has a V8 motor in it. It's got that 4.6, adjust the camera here, so bear with me a second. It's got that 4.6 V8 engine in it. See if I can get you a good shot of it here. And again, I do have carpet on the floor. That's a little dirty right now, so it needs to be vacuumed. And I have an air conditioner. I don't know if you can see that. It's up there. That heats and cools it. I hope that came out. But this little car right here is something I really enjoy. Let me adjust the camera for a second. What you're seeing is a reflection of the strip lights. I have strip lights up there in the ceiling. Makes it nice and bright in here. And that way when I bring a car in, I can work on it, I can detail it out because I have a lot of nice bright light. So this is the little Mustang that I cleaned up yesterday. And again, this is one of the things that I do in my retirement. In my retirement, I still clean my own cars. Yeah, I still clean my own cars. I still look after stuff. Trying to get you a good shot. Anyhow, it's a fun little car. It's got a V8 in it. I shined it up last night. Drove it to an event with our Sunday school class. And we drove over there with the top down. And on the way home, it started raining. So we had to put the top up. It's got a little streaks on it from the rain. But overall, it's still in pretty good shape. So those are some of the things that I still do in retirement. And I enjoy it. And in addition to that, I'm still looking for opportunity of things that I can do in my retirement that will make my retirement more interesting and more exciting. Now, I had a day here recently, or I woke up one day and I said, I'm not going to watch any TV, I'm not going to watch any videos, I'm just going to have a quiet day. And that's another thing that I do, is I periodically take a day to just read, to just be quiet, to just relax and enjoy the time. That is a great thing to do. That's why we retired. We retired so we could have the time to do the things we wanted to do. So that includes getting up when you want to get up, going out to eat when you want to go out to eat, taking a trip when you want to take a trip, cleaning up your Mustang when you want to clean up your Mustang. See if I can get a shot of the nose there. I just brought it into the it's a little bit far into the garage here. It is a convertible. Right there, it's a convertible. And it's a great little car. I've had this car for almost 10 years. I got a blanket in there because we were on the way home last night. My wife was cold. But that's one of the things we do. So anyhow, this is John Hauser. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate you watching my videos. I know my videos are rough. They're unscripted. I'm just turning on the thing here and I'm just talking. Sometimes I make an outline. Sometimes I don't. These last couple of videos, I just decided since I was exercising that I would just turn on the phone, start recording, because a lot of times when I start exercising, I start thinking, and that can get me in a lot of trouble. Anyhow, I'll shut this one off for now. Thank you.